I'm going to go over a little bit of how to play De La Riva in no-gi. So let's start there. So usually I see people play De La Riva guard in no-gi. It's usually just a position to kind of hold for a few seconds, then they'll immediately switch to an underhook, bump out, do stuff like this, which is fine. A lot of people struggle playing De La Riva in no-gi because in the gi, we have this free hand to pull the sleeve, pull the collar, pull the belt, leads to all those fun back takes. So I'll go over a little bit of a way we can still play that more gi style in no-gi. So I don't have this upper body grips, obviously, just hanging on the wrist really hard. I feel that's kind of low percentage. So instead of this free hand, what I want to do is get a deep grip around the back of her thigh. The way I'm going to do that is my distance leg is going to open up her base and allow me to sit up and chase this grip. Once I have this grip, I'm going to immediately fall around the outside, pulling her knee with me and kicking my De La Riva hook. All this is to force that back step right there. Once that back step happens, I'm immediately going to capture that leg so she doesn't reset position. I can go to a quick deep De La Riva as well to hold the position as well. What I want to do is my hands are going to slide up the thigh a little bit because that gives me room to pummel that foot in, and I kick off the back of the knee and I square myself up. Now you could chase the hips for like a crab ride bat take. The Babybolo normally have the belt for that. I find that's really hard to pull off in no-gi, so instead I focus on both hands here at the ankles. And I can use this ankle grip like a backwards double ankle where I kick the knees, pull the feet, bring our partner forward. Now I could extend, sit up, chase the hips, even use this to get up, but there's also a little leg lock entry that presents itself here, where because all of her weight's on her hands, I'm usually able to lift one leg. What I'm gonna do is pull, make her step on my armpit, toes trapped, heel on top, and extend my leg through, like this. It's just like you're checking your watch. And I immediately turn the inside, punch my leg through the center. Here, we just end up right into our backside 50-50 finishes. So do that again real quick. The main thing is we're trying to make our opponent backstep. So it's not enough just to lean and kick really hard. It doesn't do a lot. They'll just push this foot and go to headquarters on us. So we need to sit up, chase this grip, and then pull. That forces that backstep. That opens up the grip. That opens up this movement around to the back. If she was, for some reason, squatting down, then yeah, chase the hips all day. Get that back take right there. I find most people stand kind of tall because they don't want to get their back taken. So that is when we hit this double ankle style attack. We can pull the leg in and attack the legs off it pretty easily. Now you can also use this to set up the Shinbolo, another very gi-centric attack. So I make that back step. So instead of just grabbing, I'm going to underhook like this. And now instead of my foot going, I'm going to lead with my knee here. So end up with that scissor sweep position on the leg. This hand's going to sit up, chase like a hip grip. What I can do is kick the back of her knee and pull, make her start sitting down. And as she falls, we hit our hook swap and come up into our leg drags. So again, another very gi-centric attack. Do that again real quick from a different angle. So I have our De La Riva. Step one is we need to get that hook on the back of the thigh. So sit up, chase that. This is what's allowing me to turn her knee outward, forcing that back step. Underhook, shin, so scissor sweep position. You kick and you pull as they fall, hook swap. Don't leave your leg inside for too long. They will pull you into leg lock attacks. So both underneath. Try to bring your head nice and close, and you should be able to come on top straight into a leg drag. Now the final thing is actually my favorite thing that happens here, is we do this with enough force and our partner falls over. So I really pull and she falls here. Let's move this way. So I'm going to maintain this deep De La Riva position. I need to make sure my knee is dipping down the bottom here. I cannot feed myself in the saddle. So my knee is very shallow, so I've just sat her down. I'm gonna take this free leg here, the one that was stepping. It's gonna go underneath her knee, and I'm gonna clamp my knee in. So it traps her ankle. That's gonna allow me to do is be in back heeling, pulling her leg to me. I can pull it, scoop it, and then we can lock our triangle. And now we have her completely bundled up, where I can attack these outside attacks or pass across the center for an inside heel hook. And the whole point of that is it traps her foot in here. So that's that foot. If we backtrack, I'm holding here. So that's why I clamp. So it gets kind of pinched between my legs. So don't open up like this because they'll pull their leg out. So I keep this knee pinch, back heel to deliver. I like to grab my shin here like I'm locking a triangle, pull it a little tighter to really get a tight triangle here. Sometimes there's a little knee bar right there as well. So I'll do that again from a different angle. So you have our opponent here in De La Riva. I'm gonna sit up, chase that grip. I'm gonna fall and kick and pull with a bit of force. It makes her fall over. Hit that little De La Riva X when they're seated. Back heel it in. I like to pull my shin bone a couple inches lower to really secure a tight triangle. And a lot of times the inside of your thigh lines up with their kneecap. So you get a really nasty little knee bar here, or passed across the front. Here for an inside heel hook. And again, you see how my knee is out the bottom. That's kind of the crucial step, is that I don't shove my leg through. It's shallow, and that lets me stay safe. So anything goes wrong, she undoes my triangle, I'm pretty safe because my knee's out the bottom. But as long as we lock this triangle, we should be pretty good. So knee bar or across the middle for a very nasty inside heel hook finish here that she can't really do anything about.